are training for a fight? Just break it to how many hours a day are you training?
Oh, I jog in the morning.
Yeah.
And then,
How far are you jogging? Make me jealous. How many
so
miles?
1 hour.
1 hour jogging
Yeah.
without stopping?
No.
Oh my gosh.
Can do that. You can do that.
I can do about a minute, maybe a minute and a half. Yeah, so 1 hour.
And then afternoon, 1 to 4 o'clock.
Fighting.
Yeah, at the gym.
Yeah. I saw some of that behind the scenes. Some of the people, when you have these guys that come to the gym, because in Los Angeles, it was these guys, and they're all boxers.
Yeah.
Do they think, okay, I'm going to fight Manny? Do they go hard at you?
In training, some boxers want to spar with me.
I bet. And they go home and they tell all their friends,
Yeah.
guess who I fought today? And yeah, so do you think they try harder? They're like, I'm going to, go at them?
Some of them.
How do you, every time you go into the ring and you face a new opponent, how do you make it a fresh take every time?
Just focus, and I always think when I get into the ring to fight, it's hard to change your mode, but I have to.
Yeah, at what point when you step into the ring do you go, it's gonna...
When I step into the ring, I have to change my mood. I have to change my mode to become a fighter.
And how do you do that? Years of training?
Well, think about the sacrifice that you did in training, like that.
It's amazing though, because you can walk in and I think your opponents, that would make me more mad as your opponent to say, he's having a good time. Most people, they talk smack or they get that face and you're just like, hey, boom, done. It's incredible.
It's kind of embarrassing to my opponent because they think
I love it.
They're gonna think that he think that I'm an easy opponent for him.
Yeah, no, they think like, wait, this is easy for him. You make it look easy. Do you work on that? Because I know obviously I watched you train for an entire day, and physically it's very intense, but mentally, how do you work on that?
Mentally is you have to work also. Yeah. When you train for your physical body, you have to train also for mentally, of course, spiritually. Every time I am preparing for a battle, I always prepare, train and spiritually and mentally and physically. When you get into the fight or engage into the battle, you're not scared. You're happy, excited.
Yeah.
To perform.
So I looked on your Twitter page, and your last tweet was calling out Mayweather, saying let's make it happen in 2015. I interviewed you 3 years ago and I asked you the same question,
yes.
If and when it was going to happen. Why do you think it hasn't happened yet?
My promoter and I will already agree.
Yeah, I know you said, I signed it.
Yeah, we
It's
agreed
up to
already
him.
the terms and conditions that he wants, and then we're just waiting for a signed contract, and I don't know what's the reason why he didn't sign them yet. It's hard.
A little bit?
I don't want to say yes, he's afraid, but it's kind of that,
Yeah.
when you don't sign the contract and don't fight, But I want this fight happen because of the fans, Everywhere I go, even not in America or in the Philippines, I mean other country, they keep on asking me when this fight happen, when this fight happen, when this fight happen. So, like millions of questions, millions of people are.
You mean I'm not the first person that asked you that question?
Same question, yeah. And then,
it's because people do want it so much, but why do you say you don't necessarily want it as much as the fans?
Well, for me, the most important thing is the fans, because of them, I become like this,
At Young Hollywood. No, I think we're lucky to have you.
I become what I have right now because of the fans.
What is your best memory in the ring?
My best memory, of course, happy memory is when I won a title with Oscar De La Hoya, because Oscar De La Hoya is my favorite fighter.
And he speaks very well of you. Are you friendly? Do you talk a lot? Yeah.
He's a very friendly person.
Yeah. Well, you're both sort of known to be that, and there's a lot of people like Mayweather, like other fighters, who their style is to sort of smack talk. Do you know what I mean? They sort of speak out, and that's their style. that's not your style.
That's not my style, you know. I want to inspire people even in my words coming out of my mouth.
But when people do that, does that motivate you even more?
Yeah, when people talk like that, you know, it's kind of, you know, I have to teach him.
In the ring.
Yeah.
You're like, we'll take this up later. Yeah. Keep the fighting inside the ring.
Yes.
And not outside the ring.
Keeps the fight is inside the ring, but outside the ring is, you know.
Do you feel fortunate? Do you feel every day? Do you feel that, you know, lucky and thankful?
Well, I always feel that I'm blessed. If I look back my life from nothing into something. So he raised me up in this position.
So if I interview you next year, what would you like to have accomplished in 2015?
To finish the fight with the guy who claimed that he's #1 pound for pound.
My favorite boxer, the #1 boxer. Thank you so much for coming in. Great to see you again.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Great to see you.